right, so now I'm here. We have a special guest. I have a special guest today. I'm interviewing this wonderful sister. I'm going to introduce her in a second. She will introduce herself in a second. But I want to just let the viewers know that this is the Children's Bread NGO, and our goal is to inform diasporas around the world that we build the institutions as Hebrew Israelites outside of America. We build the institutions, and we're trying to develop these institutions in a way that we'll be developing our own societies. All right, so and I want to interview this sister because she's the chef or the head manager, the owner of this restaurant right here. That we are in, and it's a diaspora-owned restaurant, by Hebrew Israelites, and it's a vegan, a plant-based restaurant, and it's for people who prefer that option. We're going to talk about these things today, right? So now, with further ado, let's go ahead and introduce yourself, Sister Daniellah. Tell the people who you is, elaborate, give them a background about who you is.
Shalom, everyone. My name is Daniellah. I am originally from Jamaica. My family is Jamaican. I grew up in the States. I grew up in Florida, as a matter of fact, Miami, Florida. In my early 20s, should I say my late teens, early 20s, I moved to Louisiana. My husband and I at the time went to school at Grambling State. And from Grambling State, we moved to Tallahassee, Florida, where he attended Florida A&M University. At the time, we had a 5-year-old daughter. Actually, she was 7 years old by the time we moved to Florida. And we wanted somewhere where she would be safe. And Tallahassee at the time was more rural and more country, and we wanted somewhere quiet and safe for her to go to school and to grow up. At that time, at Valley University, we were able to participate in the Marcus Garden Club because at that time we considered ourselves revolutionaries. We were in the revolution. And we participated in the Marcus Garden Club. From the Marcus Garden Club, we met someone who would tell us about African Hebrew Israelites in Dimona. And that's how my journey started as African Hebrew Israelite. So I went to Israel and met the people in Dimona. And from then, I have been part of that, and that was in 1993. Yeah, 1993, so we've been doing this a while.
Yeah, I was 2 years old.
I was not. So when we met the people in Dimona, they were a community of African Americans that relocated to Israel, and they were a community of vegan people that ate vegan. So the whole community ate vegan. They were dealing with organic planting, so they were farming, and they were food from the farm. They were eating, it was organic, and it was just a complete picture of what my ex-husband and I at the time was looking for. So here we are, we met these people who lived a certain way, believed in God, ate a certain way. It was a more holistic type of lifestyle. And what we really liked about it was our daughter would have been able to grow up in an environment where racism and the idea that she was less than was not part of who they were.
Gotcha.
Because the children at that time, as far as they were concerned, they were like the kings and queens of the universe. And for me at that time, it was amazing. It was just amazing. And I wanted my daughter to be part of that. So that was 30 years ago, 32 years ago. My daughter's now 37. She's definitely have the idea that she's the queen of the universe. So now my grandchildren have that idea. So yeah.
Man, that's good though. Yeah.
So from that, we created Soul Vegetarian in Tallahassee, Florida in 1997.
97.
And that was from we had Soul Vegetarian already in Atlanta, Georgia. There were 2 Soul Vegetarians in Atlanta, Georgia. There was Soul Vegetarian in Chicago. There were quite a few throughout the world, as a matter of fact. And we started the Soul Vegetarian in Tallahassee, Florida. We started off as a food trailer, then we built it up to 3 food trailers, and then eventually we got a restaurant in Tallahassee, Florida. So when we started Soul Vegetarian in Tallahassee, it was a completely vegan restaurant, or vegan plant-based type of food.
Okay.
And it was very new.
Okay.
We were the only ones. So people were not open to what we were doing at the time. But over the years, we were there for over 20 years, we became part of the community of Tallahassee, Florida. And changed quite a few people in either becoming vegan or help to facilitate with vegan. Even if they weren't vegan, they can't just eat them. So,
Putting in that work. Putting in that work.
yeah, we've been at this for a while.
Okay. So in Tallahassee, y'all started the Soul Vegetarian food there in Tallahassee, Florida. So how did y'all, transition to? How did you get here? To Kenya, where we at right now.
So,
how did you get here?
As we know, life is real.
Yeah, for sure.
So what happened in 2015? Because of who we were, we had a presence here in Kenya in the early 2000s, 2005, 2006.
Okay.
So we had people here that were farming organically, because we were organic farming, and they were doing boreholes. So they would go into the villages and help to dig boreholes for the community so that they could get water.
Okay.
And so from that, they would come and show us movies or show us videos of what was happening in Kenya.
Gotcha.
And at the time, I wanted to move from America, and I was really intrigued. So in 2015, I said, let me come and see if it is what I think it is from what I saw in the videos.
Yeah.
And it was. It reminded me of Jamaica, being a Jamaican. It reminded me of Jamaica. At the time, I had just been divorced. I wanted something new, and I did not want to go back to Jamaica. Because Jamaica is still almost like the United States in some ways. I wanted something completely different. And I came to check it out. And I said, is it somewhere I could live? Is it somewhere I could do business? And I came here. I loved it. And that's how we're here in 2025. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey.
Interesting. Very interesting. So now let me ask you this. So now you got here in Kenya. Now, how did y'all establish the Soul Vegetarian out here in Nairobi, in the West Indies?
Well, I originally came in my mind, since I was getting older, I wanted to retire. So in my mind, I wanted to retire, still do business. I was going to Mombasa, which is more like a tropical area here in Kenya. So when I went to Nairobi in 2015, Mombasa in 2015, to see if I could do a Soul Vegetarian there, it was not equipped to carry a vegan restaurant. Because one thing about Kenya, it's a very high meat eating culture. So healthy and vegan, healthy food and veganism was not something that was so strong back then. So
You talking about in the early 2000s?
yeah, at the time it was 2015. I came here first time in 2015.
2015, okay.
Yeah.
2015.
So what you see now is very new. And I'm happy to say we are part of the story that you see now when it comes to healthy eating and veganism.
Yeah, because you look at Kenyans now, accepting that.
Yeah.
Since I've been out here, I met a few Kenyans, that actually don't eat meat at all. So it's not foreign. It's not foreign out here now. So.
Vegetarianism was strong mainly because I think because of the Indian community. So vegetarianism was strong, but veganism was not strong at all. And still today, we're the only vegan, 100% vegan restaurant in Nairobi. And there may be maybe three, if that maybe in Kenya altogether. So because it didn't work out, I saw that I couldn't do business in Mombasa.
Yeah.
We decided to let's do Nairobi because the populace was more.
Yeah.
And it was more cohesive to try to do business.
Yes.
Especially our kind of business.
So how many years have this been established?
The restaurant itself, July 4th, we're making 3 years. I started off doing catering first. When I first started, I used to get like an order once every 6 months, then it went to once every 3 months. But what we did was I worked out of the kitchen. We found the house that had 2 kitchens. So we used one kitchen for the house and we used one kitchen for the business. So I started doing catering.
Gotcha.
So what started hitting was our pizza.
Pizza good, by the way. I like it. I'm gonna get some.
Before all of a sudden was desserts. Because the food itself was not really acceptable to the community because it just wasn't known like that. But the desserts were. So the chocolate cake, I was selling chocolate cake. And then eventually the cakes picked up. And then I started doing the pizzas, the donuts also. Those kind of things people knew and accepted better. And I started doing pizza really strongly with COVID. Like when COVID hit, when everybody else was resting, I was working. I sold my business really picked up in COVID because people wanted to see help. So I was doing deliveries during COVID, and from there, I had Pizza Day, which I'm not familiar about Pizza Day.
Well, I know on Thursdays I got the special day.
Yeah, that's it. So what we did was I sold it at a certain price on Pizza Day, but regularly it was one price. Pizza Day, I cut the cost of it, and so I was able to sell more pizzas. And from Pizza Day, it really picked up. There's more loud, more advertising. That's how we look at the restaurant today.
That's cool though. That's cool. I mean, building our own institutions like restaurants, like schools, like health, centers. These things are important, which help create, the community vibe, that we need as a nation, outside of their spectrum, what a nation needs to be. All right. Cool. Pretty cool. Well, let me stop. Beans, rice, these type of things, like you said, dealing with the other nations, they coming in here, not saying that Swahili people wasn't eating meat, but the simple fact is that, it wasn't their foundation of their diet. We're not telling people to don't eat meat, what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't eat meat, but we're not telling people to not. We're just telling them really to try to help them, find a better way of a better, lifestyle so we can live longer, I want to live longer. I want to live to about 120.
And when it's also not sustainable. It's not, the earth cannot sustain the amount of meat that people want to eat. It's not sustainable.
That's a lot.
And you're going to see as time go down in the future, people are they're going to have to go back to more plant-based type of food. It's inevitable.
It makes more sense logically.
Because you can't sustain that amount of meat or that amount of animals to be able to feed the world in the manner that we're trying to sell.
Exactly. At the rate that we going, ain't gonna be no more animals.
Because a cow is not created to be a steak. A calf is not created to be a veal. A chicken was not created to be a drumstick.
Exactly.
You
said a cow wasn't created for an Angus burger.
Yeah, that's not what it was created for. We don't even know what's the purpose of animals anymore because we into this meat so far from it. The purpose really,
to multiply, be fruitful and multiply, so we can be abundant, of these things out here, but we just consume. That's, you're right. Let me ask you this now. Why is vegan or plant-based, should I say, the best diet for our people in general, or just for mankind in general? Why is plant-based the best diet for mankind in general?
Well, a cow eats grass to get its protein, to get its minerals, to get its vitamins. So now we're eating the cow to get our protein, our minerals, our vitamins. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of backwards.
It's backwards. So if we're saying that we're eating the cow for health reasons, that's what some people say. So why is a cow eating the grass for its health?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So for a plant-based diet, that's best for us. That's what our bodies were created more to connect with the plant,
Exactly.
with the nuts, with the beans. You know, our bodies need more. It connects better with that than it does with. And then the idea that you have to kill something, you have to take a life to eat. I just think that's something we need to look at.
Yeah,
That's something we need to look at.
Kind of strange. Yeah. Now, wait. Let me ask this. Let me ask this.
One more
Oh yeah,
thing.
go ahead. Do your thing.
Also, most of the meats that we eat vegetables or eat grass.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, we don't eat the lion and the tiger. We eat animals.
Some people do, but you know, some people. Hey, some people eat elephants, but nah,
but eating elephant, that's not a carnivore.
Yeah, exactly. Most animals we eat.
Yeah.
They have a plant-based diet.
Yeah, chicken eat murder.
Yeah. You know, but us now, going back to Hebrew Israelites, you know, us being Hebrew Israelites, if we supposed to be the light of the world, you know, then that comes with a diet too. So it's like I said, we're not saying everybody, you know, we're not saying, oh, you gotta start if you don't eat meat, this is, you know, we're not saying that. You know, we're saying that let's think about changing our diet as people in general. You know, let's try to live longer. You know, let's start, you know, making these changes. And it starts with the way that we eat. You know, we gotta eat different. You know,
we gotta eat different. When you wake up and you have the water, you have the fruit. It's a different feeling that you have.
Yeah.
Than when you wake up and you have some steak, you have some bacon, you have eggs. It's a lighter feeling that you have when you're eating a plant-based diet. You know, because other than that, your body. Beef takes 15 years to process through your body.
I don't know that. That's crazy.
It's very hard for your body to process meat. Yeah. Because if you have to break that down, it just wears the body out. It ages you. You know, so it's, and I'm saying it a certain way because you have people that have been eating meat for years and they live to be 100.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or they smoke cigarettes and live to be 100. But that's not the regular.
Yeah, that's not you know, the ideal.
That's not the ideal. Or is it the regular?
Everybody can't do that.
Everybody can't do that.
Try to do that.
Yeah, everybody can't
do that.
So that's why I'm really kind of watching how I speak about it because you have those people. But there's a reality to eating meat and eating plant-based that there's a difference in what it does to the body. Exactly. So yes, you do have some people that's eating. Grandma and them women eating pork for a million years and they live to be 100. How many grandmas did that?
Yeah, right. And a lot of Asian people eat pork, eat those type of things, and they live long. So, like you said, but it's just, you know, but
they also eat a lot of vegetables.
They do too. It's not their main. Meat is not their base.
No, it's not vegetables.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and us being, being the children of Israel, you know, that we come with a dietary law. We come with certain things that's like, you know what, like, hey, you know, we shouldn't really be eating certain things necessarily anyway. If we have an original diet, then that means that, you know, that we won't live long enough like we're supposed to. We're not focusing on that original diet. So, but let me ask this right here. So, what's the most popular dish customers buy here at the restaurant? Pizza. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the pizza is good. I'm gonna give you one.
Yeah. We have macaroni. We have pizza. We have the barbecue twist, which is the gluten barbecue gluten. And the burgers. We have quite a few different beef burgers.
Talk about some of this stuff on the list. We got this nice list right here. Talk about some of these. So you got the burger,
Like, this is the cauliflower, that cauliflower sandwich.
Okay.
I don't know if you'll be able to see. I don't know.
I put it on there. I upload it on there.
Yeah. So that's made from cauliflower. So now we have also tofu burgers, tofu twist the barbecue. We have the black bean burger, chickpea burger, lentil burger, black eyed pea burger. These burgers right there. So what we wanted to do here with Soul Veg was we wanted to give you restaurant type food, but healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for instance, our beans, everything we make from scratch. We soak our beans to help to get the gas out of it. We sprout it a little and we grind it up and we make our burgers. Our tofu, we make our own tofu from organic soybeans. We make our own soy milk. We make our own gluten. So most of the things that you eat is fresh. And it's not prepackaged. If it's prepackaged, it's related and prepackaged. So even though it's fast food per se, it's still healthy.
Okay. Something about some of these desserts. They have a dessert option too. Tell about some of these desserts. Right?
We do everything. Okay. We have, I'm Jamaican, as I said, so we offer like Jamaican patties. We do Jamaican food, we do American style food, and we do local cooking. So I just mixed it all together. So we have Jamaican patties, we have chocolate chip cookies, cinnamon rolls, donuts, and everybody swears Krispy Kreme. We do brownies, we do all flavor cakes, any kind of cake that you want. We do orange cake, we do chocolate cake, vanilla cake, carrot cake, red velvet cake, lemon cake, coconut cake, mango cake, pineapple cake. If it's a fruit
And the cake.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we wanted to make sure that people understood that just because you're eating vegan does not mean you're going to eat good.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
The most people think is just rapid food. So we have chips, what they call chips and fries. Or they call them chips.
Yeah.
So we have plain chips, we have garlic chips, we have herb chips, which is like sauteed chips, fries with bell peppers, kind of herbs and spices. We have different things that you can get. You just have choices.
Yeah.
Because you gotta eat them too.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's interesting, very interesting. Now, let me ask you about you have a combo special combo, for those maybe less fortunate and things like that. Explain this right here. What y'all do with this?
Well, we have an economy lunch because people are always telling us why does vegan food have to be so expensive? Now, I can tell you why vegan food has to be so expensive, but that's another show. But our goal when we started Soul Vegetarian was we wanted to be able to share what we did and what we do with the community of Kenya and Nairobi. Well, I wouldn't say unfortunately, everyone can't afford certain price tags when it comes to food. So we created a menu that was affordable and a value, for everyone. But it was food that people knew and people were familiar with, and we veganized. Like we talked about earlier, Kenya's diet it's a vegetable-based diet. Eat a lot of beans, eat a lot of greens, they eat fruits. So our menu, we have like beans and rice, and we have ugali. This is one of the main foods of Kenya, what they call ugali, which is made from cornmeal. So we just offer things that the local people is familiar with, veganize it, and made it economical. Is it a loss for us financially? Not really. It's not something we're making any big money from, but it's something we wanted to offer.
Yeah, and it helps.
Exactly.
All right, so now, let me ask you, and
you're doing an excellent job answering these questions. Now, let me ask you this. Now, what is the best practical way to transition to a plant-based diet? Like, what's the best practical way to do that?
Well, first understand, once you get the idea of veganism being this complicated thing, you start putting together that there's certain things you eat already that's vegan.
Yeah.
Okay? Potatoes are vegans, any vegetable is vegan. So if you're cooking some greens, as we do in the States, if you're not putting some ham hocks or some turkey in it, it's vegan. If you're getting a vegetable-based butter or vegetable-based margarine, where there's no dairy in it, it's vegan. Or plant-based. You know, so we think these days veganism folks have an issue. So plant-based, you've got plant-based, you got vegan. But when you now, what's the word I'm looking for? When you now connect the foods that you already eat, spices that you use, unless adding cheese or something to it, it's vegan. And one thing about meat, if you do not season it, it does not taste good. So what you really like about meat is the seasoning that you use. So when you're taking the seasonings that you're already using and you add it to vegetables or the tofu or everything that's plant-based, you're going to get a flavor from it. So you decide the flavor that you're going to get. So let's take tofu. All right? Tofu, you would, to get it to taste right, you first would base it, like you used to do with chicken. You know? So you put it in, marinate it in either soy sauce or some. Soy sauce is better. And then you fry that or bake it, however you want to do it. And then from that, you make a barbecue tofu, you make curry tofu, you make tofu gravy, whatever you did with chicken.
Tofu anything.
Anything.
Tofu fried chicken.
Because I mean, some people call it that. Because again, it's the seasoning. Because if you're frying chicken, you get the batter. You put garlic, you put paprika, you put this, you put salt, you put different seasonings in your flour base. And if you're doing a wet batter, you know, whatever seasonings you're using for your chicken, you're doing the same thing for the tofu.
So basically, you take the tofu, you take something that's plant-based, and you use that with the seasoning of whatever you would use for that meat product.
Exactly. Because that's what gives the meat product flavor. It's the seasonings that gives it flavor.
I got you. That's a good transition. A good transition.
Once you understand that, especially if you know how to cook coffee.
Okay.
You know how to cook?
I'm about to be chef boy.
So this is like gluten or seitan or wheat meat or whatever you want to call it. That takes the form of maybe beef or lamb or something. Tofu is more like chicken or fish. And I'm only saying that for those who want to transition and have an idea how to cook it. So once you understand, you're doing the same, the texture is you're doing the same thing you do with those types of things.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, so it's just a matter of flavor. Cauliflower. This is cauliflower.
I like cauliflower.
Yeah, it's the season. It's the batter. Wet batter, dry batter, you fry it. That's what you're really eating. It's all about your seasoning. So once you understand your seasoning, transition it is easy.
Gotcha. Okay. Well answered. I'm ready. I'm about to be a chef. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you already know how to cook the seasoning.
I'm about to throw it down instead of making me beans every day. All right. So now let me ask this. For those that don't want to be vegans, right? How can they incorporate plant-based in their food regimen? Like they still want to eat meat, stuff like that. So, but how can they, incorporate more plant-based things? Like what should they do? How should I know you mentioned the transition thing, but what's some steps that people really need to, or how can they incorporate this?
First, they have to decide that they want to cut back on meat. If you're trying to eat meat every day, then you're not.
Yeah, you're not even trying to be in the game.
So you have to decide that maybe 2 to 3 times out of the week I'm not eating meat. So instead, I'm going to have rice, cauliflower, some greens, a salad, and then you learn how to make the cauliflower, because cauliflower takes the texture almost, even mushrooms, takes the texture of different kind of protein. You know? So you have to decide, okay, so if I have fried chicken, I'm going to put a lot of cauliflower. And for anyone that's like, I don't want cauliflower, blah, 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 guess what? It tastes good. It tastes good. It tastes good. Or even mushrooms. Because mushrooms have a different texture also. It has a certain texture. And they have different kinds of mushrooms.
Right.
So you have to be ready and willing to make that that decision that, okay, this is what I want.
So first, it starts with
in your mind.
saying that you want to start, falling back on eating meat all the time. Not saying throw it all away, but just you want to start falling back. It's 7 days out of the week. You can eat meat 2 days out of the week. And start incorporating, different plant-based, diets. Well, let me ask you this last question right here, and it was a wonderful interview. We may have to do another one and another one.
Can I add something with that?
Okay, of course.
When I was growing up in Jamaica, I lived in Jamaica when I was 8. My grandparents, they lived on a farm. When I was growing up, and even my parents, they didn't live on a farm, but we were in proximity to my grandparents. We didn't eat meat every day.
Yeah.
Meat was Sunday. And maybe Wednesday we had chicken back, or if anybody's Jamaican is familiar with that. But we didn't eat meat every day. Meat was mainly on Sunday. We were eating the vegetables that we had on the farm, the different vegetables. So it's not something, even here in different African countries, because I've been to Ghana, I've been to South Africa, meat is not something that, as a culture, that we eat every day. They ate the vegetables, or the ugali, which is the carbs, some kind of flour. We had dumplings in Jamaica, boiled dumplings or fried dumplings. So it's just you have to be ready to make that change.
Interesting. Well, my Jamaican sister, Yama. Let me ask you this last question. What are some long-term goals, for this restaurant? Tell me some long. You can tell me a couple. You don't have to.
When I started this with the idea that this is something I want to do throughout Nairobi and throughout Africa. So I didn't want to be just stuck in Kenya.
Gotcha.
It's something I wanted to share with Africa and different countries in Africa. Plus, I like to travel. I've been to the other countries where I've either taught someone how to set up a vegan bakery, like I was in South Africa, and I helped someone with a vegan bakery. I was in Barbados, I helped someone set up a vegan restaurant. And throughout America, I've had other people set up either a food truck or just vegan restaurants itself. So I wanted to do this for myself in the sense of, say, I want to do this now for me and to take it throughout Africa. I'm pretty precious.
We need more right there.
How I'm going to do it, I don't have a clue, but hey, it's something I like to do. But also, I wanted to make this a center for people to be able to come together, and enjoy themselves and eat good food and healthy food, have events, because we do different events here for the community, where we want to do poetry night. We just want to do things where the community can come together and just enjoy it.
Yeah, that's
and
dope.
Eat good food, be healthy. Just come together.
Let me know about poetry night.
Okay,
Yeah.
definitely. We'll work. Yes,
I'm here.
We just did our what do you call it night? The game. It was a game night. What was the night we just had? We had a game night. I forgot what they trivia.
Trivia night.
We had trivia night. That was so much fun. That was my first time. I thoroughly loved it. I thoroughly loved it. So we just want to do things to bring people together. As you know, we have a music studio. We do the organic farming. We want to have people congregate together in peace, in love, in joy, because life is joy. You know what I'm saying? It's not all doom and gloom. Life is for joy. You know?
Yeah, happiness.
Yes. So, but that's kind of where I see Soul Rich going.
Okay. I like it, you know. And thank you for allowing me to interview you. And shout out to Soul Vegetarian, you know.
So good.
Got some good food here. You know, come check it out. If you ever come to Nairobi, come check it out. You know, come check this out. Like I said, it's owned by people Israelites, by diasporas. You know, this is a good restaurant, you know.
And it's a mix of us. I'm Jamaican. My brother's from Antigua.
Yeah.
And his brother from DC. Sorry. You know, so it's a mixture of people that came together to make this happen.
Children of slaves come together.
In Africa.
In Africa. Where definitely we have it in there. Seattle.
All right.
It's a wrap.
It's done. It's done.